Data transfer instruction. So data transfer instruction, here you will see operations like move, MOVEX, MOVC, push, pop, exchange, and exchange digit. So we have already seen all the 5 instructions here. That is move, MOVX, MOVC instructions when we discuss about the addressing mode. Push and pop, that when we study about the stack, we discuss all these instructions, and the new instructions that you have here is exchange and exchange digit instructions. So first, let's see about the move instructions from the beginning. So move instruction, that is MOV instruction, moves the bits from a source to a destination. So we have a source operand and a destination operand. So the move bits from source to destination. So we first mentioned the destination, that is move. First operand will be the destination operand, comma, the source operand. So it moves the bits from a source to a destination. So next is move C instruction. So move C instruction moves 8-bit code at the program memory to the register A. That is the destination register. Accumulator register is the destination register, and move C operation. So it moves 8-bit code. So it is from moving from the code memory. So we are using the opcode move C. So move C means moving from code memory. Code memory is also called program memory, or you can say that is ROM. So when we are moving from ROM, we use move C. That is to indicate the code memory. C is to indicate the code memory. So you can remember it easily. That is move C means we are moving from the code memory and moving to register A. This is move C. That is moving from ROM. We are using move C instruction, and move instruction we use for internal RAM. And move X instruction, that is used for external RAM. So that is move X means external, from the external data memory that we are using. This instruction, move X instruction, moves 8-bit data into accumulator using the external data memory address using DPTR or register pointer. So the register pointer can be R0 or R1 register can be used as register pointer. So only 2 registers can be used as register pointer. That is R0 register or R1 register can be used as register pointer. And the data transfer between the external memory is only done between the accumulator register and the external memory stick. So always the operand, one of the operand involved is the accumulator register, and the other one is the external memory space address. So move X is from moving from external RAM. External data memory means external RAM. Move C is from ROM. It may be internal or it may be external. So it is ROM, that is code memory or program memory, you can say. And move instruction, it is we use while we are operating, moving and data, transferring data between internal RAM and registers or memory. So these are these move operations that is available for 8051 register. Move A comma hash data, the hash data means it's immediate data. Move A comma RN, any RAM register can be used. A comma direct address can be used, or indirect it can use register pointer to point indirect addressing. And moving data directly to the RAM register. Hash data means the data is directly given to the RAM register. So any RAM register can be used for register addressing. So from R0 to R7, any register can be used here. Rn comma A, that is moving data between the accumulator register and the RAM register. So here A comma Rn means we are moving to A. A is the destination from the RAM register. here we Rn comma A, move Rn comma A means we are moving to Rn. So Rn, that is the RAM register is the destination and A register is the source. So Rn comma direct. So from a direct memory location, we are moving data to the register. Direct comma A, that is the direct means it's a memory address. In direct addressing mode, we are using the address location, memory location address. So the memory location will get the content of A register. And here direct comma Rn, that is the memory location will get the content of the RAM register. So we can transfer data between two address internal RAM pieces. So from one location to another location, we are transferring the data. So direct comma @RI. So RI is a register pointer that points to a location in the memory. So from that memory, we are moving data to the address specified here. So direct comma hash data, a data is directly loaded to a memory location. So @RI comma A. So @RI, the RI contains address of the memory location. So to that location, we are copying the data in accumulator register. So @RI comma direct, that is the register RI, the RAM register is pointing to a particular memory location. So we are copying the data from another memory location to this location pointed by the register RI. @RI comma hash data. So a direct data is copied to register the register pointer here, the register pointer. So the content of this register will be a memory location. So that location we are copying the direct data. So dptr comma hash data, here we are using 16-bit data because dptr is a 16-bit register. So 16-bit of data will be stored in dptr. So 16-bit direct data will be copied to dptr. So we can see the tail of these instructions, that is move A comma hash, and that is example move A comma hash 25. So this 25 is the data. So this 25 data will be loaded to the accumulator register. So whatever the value previously in the accumulator register is changed, and the new value, that is 25, will be loaded to the accumulator register. So after executing this operation, the value that is loaded to accumulator register is 25. So the 25 data is loaded directly to the accumulator register, that is immediate addressing mode. So next move A comma RR. RR is RAM register. So an example move A comma R0. So R0, here the destination is A register, that is accumulator. So we are moving from the A register to the moving from the R0 register to the accumulator. So we have registers So let it be R0. So the R0 register may contain some value. It is something 30 hex. So move A comma R0 means A is the destination and R0 is the source. So the value 30 will be copied to the register A. So the data, that is 30, will copy to accumulator register. So the accumulator register will get the new value, that is 30 hex after executing this instruction. So A register, that is accumulator register, get the value of a RAM register. Here we use R0. Any RAM register can be used. We have registers R0 to R7. So R0 to R7 are in 4 banks. So any register from any bank can be used for register addressing mode. The value remains in RAM register and is also copied to A register. So here there is no cut and paste, this is copy paste. So we have the value in RAM register also and also the accumulator register. So move A comma address. So we have an address location that is 25 hex. Here the 25 hex means the memory location 25. Let it be this is the memory location 25 hex memory location. So the content of this location, let it be some value 3A. The value of this location is 3A and this value will be copied to the destination is A register and the source is 25 hex. Here without hash means it's a memory location. So 25 from 25 hex memory location, the data will be copied to the A register. So the content of A register will be 3A. That is 3A. The value in the 25 hex memory location is copied to the register A. The accumulator register gets the content of the address. So 25 hex is the example. So 25 hex is the address. So this value is copied to accumulator register. It requires number of cycle required is 1. So move A comma @RP. So here we use indirect addressing mode. So indirect addressing mode means this register, that is symbol, that indicates that it's an indirect addressing. In indirect addressing, the register will be act as a register pointer. That means this register, the content of this register will be a memory location. So in that, from that memory location, we are copying data to the accumulator register. So you can see here. Here in this example, the content of R0 register, move A comma @R0. So R0 is used as the register pointer. So we can use only 2 registers of register pointer, that is R0 or R1 can be used as register pointer in 8051. No other register can be used, only register R0 and R1 can be used as register pointer in indirect addressing mode. So here the content of register R0 is 30. This points to the memory location 30 hex. So it points to the memory location 30 hex. Let it be this 30 hex memory location. So the 30 hex memory location contains some value. Let it be 50 or here its example. It is the content of 20. Here the example it is given memory location 20. So let's change. The content of the location 20 is 35. So here in this example, you can see that move A comma @R0. So the A register will get the value that is pointed by the register R0 from the location pointed by the register R0. So the R0 contains the value 20. So it is pointing to the memory location 20 hex. So the 20 hex is the memory location pointed by the register R0. So we'll get data from the 20 hex, that is the value 35 is copied to the accumulator register. So for the content of the 20 hex is 35. So the value 35 will be copied to the accumulator register. So here the R0 register will act as the register pointer. So it points to a particular memory location. So the value is 20. That means R0 is pointing to the memory location 20 hex, and the content of this memory location is copied to the accumulator register. The next is move RAM register comma A. So example, move R0 comma A. So that means we are moving data from here. The destination is R0 and A is the source. So moving data from A to R0. So the content of R0 becomes 35. That is the value in A is copied to register R0. Move next is move RR comma hash n. That is an immediate value is loaded to the RAM register. For example, move R0 comma hash 25 means the register R0 will get the value 25. Here hash 25 means it's the immediate data. So an immediate data 25 is loaded to the R0 register. So R0 register is the destination and we are loading the immediate value 25 to the R0 register. Hash 25 means it's the immediate data. So move R comma address, that is RAM register. We are copying data from an address location to the RAM register. So example, move R0 comma 25 hex. So here it is without hash means it's a memory location. So it is pointing to a memory location that is 25 hex. Let it be here. The 25 hex location contains some value. Let it be 65. So here the destination is R0 and the source is 25. So the content of 25 hex memory location is moved to register R0. So the register R0 will get the value from 25 hex memory location. So the 25 hex memory location contains the value 65 that is copied to register R0. Move address comma hash n. That is, we are copying, we are direct and immediate data to a particular memory location. So move 25 comma hash 25 hex. Here this 25 without hash means it's a memory location 25 and hash 25 means it's an immediate data 25. So to the memory location we are copying the immediate data 25. So this in square brackets means into the location 25 we are copying the value 25. So here that location 25 we are copying the value 25. So the location 25 will get the value 25. That is immediate data 25 is loaded to the memory location 25 hex. Move address comma RR. That is here to a particular memory location we are copying the content of a register. So move, example move 25 hex comma R0. That is we are R0 is the source and 25 hex memory location is the destination. So we are copying a value from R0 register to the 25 hex location, from R0 to 25 hex location. So we have the content 65 in R0 register. It is copied to the 25 hex memory location. So the 25 hex memory location will get the data 65. So So that is the data in R0 register. It is copied to the 25 hex memory location. So next move address comma address 1 comma address 2. That is the data transfer between two memory locations. So here you can see move 330 hex comma 25 hex. So moving data from the source is 25 and destination is 30. So moving data from 25 hex location to 30 hex location. So we have 25 in 25 hex location, the data is 65 and it is copied to the 30 hex location. That is the destination location. So the data 65 is copied to the location 30 hex. That is 65 is copied to location 30 hex. Move address comma @RP. So here the destination is a memory location and the source is pointed by a register, RAM register. So here you can see an example, move 25 hex comma @R0. That is the 25 hex memory location will get data which is pointed by from the location pointed by the register R0. So here the R0 register is pointing to a memory location 65. So you have a location 65. It would be here the location 65 hex. It contains some value 20. So here the source is pointed by a RAM register. The RAM register is R0. The R0 is pointing to the memory location 65 hex. So from 65 hex location, the data is transferred to 25 hex location. The destination is 25 hex memory location and source is pointed by the register R0. So the register R0 is pointing to memory location 65 hex. So from the 65 hex, the data is transferred to 25 hex memory location. So the 25 hex, the destination will get the data from 65 hex. 65 hex, the data is 20, it is copied to 25 hex memory location. Move @RP comma A, that is move this destination is pointed by a RAM register and a data is copied from A register to the location pointed to the memory location pointed by the register R0. So here any RAM register R1 or R0. So move @R0 comma A, that is the content of either the source is A register, accumulator register. From accumulator register, we are moving data to the location pointed by the register R0. So the location pointed by register R0 is 65 hex. So to 65 hex location, we are copying data from the A register. So the data in A register is 35. So this value is copied to the location 35 hex. 65 hex, sorry. The value is copied to the location pointed by the register R0. Move @RP comma #n, that is we are loading an immediate value to a location that is pointed by the RAM register. So here you can see the example, that is move @R0 comma #25 hex. So the R0 is pointing to a memory location, that is R0, the content of R0 is 65. So R0 is pointing to the memory location 65. So to that location, we are copying an immediate data 25. So an immediate data 25 is loaded to this memory location. So the memory location pointed by the register R0. Here #25 means immediate data that is loaded to the particular location. Move @RP comma address, that is to the location pointed by the register R0. we are moving the content of an address. So this is the source and this is the destination. So from source, that is 25 hex location, we are copying data to the location pointed by the register R0. So the location pointed by register R0, that is the destination, is the location 65. So to 65 hex memory location, we are copying data from 25 hex location. So this 20 is copied to the 65 hex location. So we have data that is 20 is the content of the location 25 and it is copied to the location pointed by the register R0, that is location 65. So move dptr comma @mn. So here dptr is a 16-bit register. So this is dptr. So dptr is a 16-bit register. So we are copying a 16-bit of data to the dptr register. So all other the memory locations are 8-bit location. So we are copying 8-bit of data to all the memory locations, but dptr is 16-bit. So a 16-bit of data will be copied to dptr. So dptr comma hash immediate data is copying to dptr. So hash 2000 hex means the value 2000 is loaded to the dptr register. So next is move X instruction. So move X instruction, that is the transfer between the accumulator and the external RAM. So here we use the internal RAM. You know that only the memory that uses 8-bit address is the internal RAM. So here we use 8-bit address, and for external RAM the address is 16-bit. So move X instruction is used for copying data from moving data, transferring data from external RAM and the accumulator register. So only register that is included in the move X instruction is the accumulator register. So here a comma @R0 is the pointer. So to point, we use only R0 and R1 register as register pointer. So this is the location that is pointed. It's only indirect addressing mode is used for address data transfer in external RAM. So here indirect address that it is pointed by register R0. So the content of R0 is 65 hex. So this 65 hex location will be from the external RAM. So here we have internal RAM, but this here we use only external RAM. Let it be the content of R0. Let me change the value. Let the content of R0 register be 20 hex. 20 hex. So a register gets the data from the location pointed by R0 register in the external RAM. So this is not the internal RAM, this is from the external RAM. So R0 it is from the location pointed by register R0 from the external RAM. This symbol indicates that it is pointing from external RAM. So I can see an external RAM location. External RAM, the location, let it be, that is 20 hex. It is pointing to 20 hex location, that is 0020. You know that the address of external RAM is 16-bit. So R0 register is an 8-bit register. So we are considering the address, whatever the address, the higher bytes, we are considering it as 00. and only the lower bit is specified in the register R0. So the as default we are taking the higher bytes as 00 and lower bytes as what is specified in register R0. So R0 and R1 can be used for this indirect addressing here. So the content of the location 0020 hex in the external RAM, that is the 25. So this will be copied to the accumulator register. That is, A register is the destination. A register will get the content of memory location R0 in the external RAM. So this is the external RAM. And what we written here is the internal RAM. So this is the space in the internal RAM. And here now what we are talking about is the external RAM. So the content of 20 hex in the external RAM, that is 0020 hex, and the external RAM, that is 25, is copied to register A. This requires 2 cycles. So move X at A comma at the rate DPTR. So for accessing the external memory, so external RAM, we can use, usually we are using DPTR register because DPTR is a 16-bit register, so easily we can give a 16-bit data. But also we can use RAM register R0 and R1. So while using the RAM register R0 and R1, we can specify only 8-bit address. So only the location 00 to 00000 to 00FF location can be accessed by using the RAM registers. But while using DPTR, we can access all the 64 KB of the external RAM. We can directly give the address to the DPTR. So DPTR, move A comma at the rate DPTR. So the A register will get this value pointed by the DPTR register in the external RAM. So let the DPTR, the content of DPTR is 4000 hex. So let's see, content of DPTR is 4000 hex, and then A register will get the data from the external RAM location, that is 4000 hex. So that the external RAM location has the value 30. So this 30 will be copied to the accumulator register. So A gets the value, that is 30 hex, which is copied from the 4000 hex memory location. So move X at the rate RP comma A, that is the destination is pointed by RAM register R0. So here 20 hex is the value that is in RAM register. So 002 hex is the destination and the source is A register. So value from A register is copied to the location pointed by the register R0 in the external RAM. So the location pointed by the register R0 is 0020 hex in the external RAM. So we are copying data from the A register to the external RAM location. So here we are copying the data 30, that is in accumulator register, to the external RAM. Move X at the rate DPTR comma A, that is we are copying value from storing value to the memory, that is A register is the source and the location pointed by DPTR is the destination. So here let me give another value in A register, that is okay. Here comma DPTR comma at the rate A. So A is the source and the destination is pointed by the DPTR register. So the DPTR register content value is 4000. So 4000 hex is the destination
So we are copying value from A to location pointed by DPTR. So from this 55 is copied from accumulator to the location pointed by the DPTR, that is 4000 hex. So here this value 55 is copied to the location 4000 hex in the external RAM. So when working with external RAM, remember the following rules. We cannot use direct addressing mode. So only indirect addressing modes using R0 or R1 or DPTR can be used by transferring data with the external RAM. So all data can only be transferred to or from the accumulator register. So only from accumulator register only we can transfer data to accumulator register, and from accumulator register we can use transfer data. So MOVX operates only on a register. So we can only perform data transfer with these memories. We cannot directly perform add or subtract, etc. So only data transfer can be done with the external RAM. So such operations are only allowed with internal RAM. So add subtract is only allowed with internal RAM. So next is MOVC instruction. So MOVC a comma at the rate a plus DPTR. So the location will be pointed by the sum of a DPTR register and the A register. So we have a base address and an index. So move C means we are copying from ROM. And next is a comma at the rate a plus PC. So code is pointed by a plus PC. PC has the base address and A has the index. So we can only move data from ROM to the accumulator register, and reverse operation is not performed with ROM because ROM is read-only memory. So we cannot store any data to ROM, only we can read data from ROM. Let's see into details. Move C a comma at the rate a plus DPTR. So move C a comma at the rate a plus DPTR. So the value a plus DPTR, the content of the location in ROM. The address is taken from the summing two registers, that is UPTR and A. That we'll get the address in ROM. From that location, we are copying data to A register. So A register gets the data from the location pointed by A plus DPTR in ROM. So for example, you can consider that A contains the value 05 and DPTR is pointing to the location 400 hex. So A register will get the data from the ROM location 405. So 400 plus 5, you will get the address, that is 405 hex location in the ROM. You get the value. It is copied to the accumulator register. So I think I don't know how to draw, or else I will show. That is, we have the A register and DPTR register, and we have the memory location, ROM location. A, DPTR, and this is ROM. So the example, the value in A is 5, and the value in DPTR is 405. So we are calculating the address of ROM, that is 05 plus, for 400. The value in ROM is 400. DPTR is 400. So we are calculating the value. It is A plus DPTR. So A plus DPTR, you will get 405. So let it be this location 0405 hex in ROM. So this location contains a byte of data, that is, let it be 5. So this is transferred to the accumulator register. So you have value A contains the value 05, DPTR contains 0400. So the effective address is calculated by adding these two registers. You get 405 hex location in ROM. It contains some data. So this data is copied to the accumulator register. So the accumulator register will get the value 45 after executing this instruction. So this operation can happen either on internal ROM or external ROM. If the address found after adding A plus DPTR is 1000 or more, the operation will happen in external ROM. And if the address is less than 1000 hex, so you know that the internal ROM, it is 4 KB size, the address will be from 0000 to 0FFF hex. So then if it is less than 1000 hex means it may be internal or external ROM. That depends on the external access enable pin. So if EA pin is equal to 0, it will happen on external ROM. And if EA bar, not EA, it is EA bar pin. So EA bar pin is equal to 1, that will happen in the internal ROM. It requires 2 cycles. So move CA comma at the rate A plus PC. Here, the same thing, but you can say that here we are using the program counter instead of DPTR. We can use the program counter. So a register gets data from the location pointed by A plus PC in ROM. So if A contains the value 25 and PC has the value 400 hex, then A register will get that data from 425. So from the location 425, 0425 hex, it has some value AC. So this value will be copied to the A register. So the value AC is copied to the A register. So next is push and pop. Push 25 hex. Push 25 hex. The first step is the stack pointer will be incremented, and then SP will get stack pointer is in there, that is SP plus 1, and the location pointed by the stack pointer will get the data from 25 hex location. So here, by default, we know that the stack top by default when reset, it will be 07. So any location we can give by giving a value to the stack pointer register. So any location of internal RAM can be chosen as stack. So you can give the data to the stack pointer. That particular location can be given to the stack pointer. So it gets the data. So here, first, if you push 25 hex means first the instruction is used to push data into the stack top. So we are giving an address. From that address location, the data will be copied to the stack. So first the SP is incremented. So SP incremented before push operation, the SP is incremented. That is SP becomes 08, and the data from 25 hex is copied to that location. So that the new location pointed by SP, the data from the specified address will be pushed. So the specified address is 25. So the value in 25 is 63. So 63 is pushed to the location 08. So this newly pushed data will now become the top of the stack. So now this is the top of the stack. The number of cycles required is 2. So pop operation means we are taking a data. Push means we are storing data to the stack, and pop means we are taking data from the stack. You all know that while we discussed about the stack register, we said that stack is for last in first out. So whatever the data we push to stack last will be popped out first. So here, that is next is the pop operation, pop address. So pop 25 hex means first the data is copied from the stack top. So the location pointed by the stack pointer to the memory location specified in the address. So first we copy data from the stack top to the location 25 hex. So first we copy 63 to location 25. That is 63 is copied to location 25. Here the data is erased. So here the 63 will be erased and the stack pointer is decremented by 1. So now the stack top is 0, 7. So this instruction is used to pop data from top of the stack and store it into a desired RAM location. First, the data from the stack will be popped and stored into the RAM location. Then the stack pointer will become SP -1. So this the stack pointer is decremented. The data now pointed by the stack pointer becomes the new stack, the top of the stack. So now the location pointed by the stack pointer 0, 7. So the data here will be the top of the stack. So next is exchange instruction. The exchange RN, that is exchange accumulator with the RAM register, RN or RR, you can specify anything. That is the data will be exchanged. That is the lower, the nibble will be, lower nibble will be exchanged. So, direct, that is exchange accumulator with a direct byte. That is at the rate RI, that is indirect addressing using the RAM register. So exchange digit. So exchange accumulator with the lower order indirect RAM. Exchange A comma RR. So here exchange A comma R0, A register, the content of A register and the R0 register will be exchanged. So whatever the value in A register goes to R0 register and whatever the value in R0 register goes to A register. So suppose it will exchange the values of A register and the specified RAM register. Suppose A register contains the value 34 and R0 contains the value 67. Then after the operation, A will get 67 and R0 will get 34. So exchange A comma 25, that is exchange between accumulator register and a particular memory location. So here 25 is without hash means it is 25 memory location. So it will exchange the value of A register and the content of the specified RAM location. So suppose A register contains 34 hex and 25 hex location contains 67. So after this operation, A register will get the value 67 and 25 hex location will get the value 34. That is the value will be exchanged. So I think I don't need to draw this. You can understand it. Just exchanging the content of two registers. So exchange A comma at the rate R0 comma at the rate R0. So that is here the RAM register is pointing to a particular memory location. So it will exchange the value of A register and the content of the location pointed by the register. So suppose A contains the value 34. Let me draw this so you get a clear idea. That is A register contains the value A register contains the value 34 and we have R0 register. R0 contains the value 67. So sorry. The R0 register contains some value that is 20 and 20 hex memory location contains the value 67. So when exchange instruction happens, that is, it will interchange the value of A register and the content of the location pointed by the register. So here, suppose the A register contains the value 34 hex and the location pointed by the register R0. So the location R0 contains the value 20. So the R0 is pointing to location 20 hex in the internal RAM. So the location pointed by the register R0 contains the value 67. So after this operation, the data will get exchanged. So that is the content of the register, the location pointed by the register R0 and the accumulator register get exchanged. So A register will have 67 hex and the location pointed by R0 will have 34 hex. So exchange D, that is exchange digit. So exchange digit means it will interchange only lower nibbles of A register and the contents of the location pointed by the register. So here, since only one digit is exchanged, it is called exchange digit. So suppose the register A contains the value 34 and the location pointed by the register R0 contains the value 67. Then after the operation, only and this operation exchange digit A comma at the rate R0 means only the lower nibble is exchanged. That is, the 7 comes to the lower nibble of A register, that is 37 will be the value in A register, and this 4 goes here, that is 64 will be the value in the location pointed by the register R0. So the A register, the value will be 37 and the 25 hex location, the value will be 64. That is only the lower nibble that's exchanged. That is exchange digit. Only the one digit is exchanged, not the byte before. So it is called exchange digit.